All right, good evening, folks. It is Monday, November 7th, 2016. Rich Van Tassel with you. We are doing the Monday night preview first. Of course, we have to do a Celtics report, but forget about that. Right now is the Monday Night Football report preview, that is. The Buffalo Bills at 4-4, 2-2 on the road, traveling cross country to Seattle to play the Seahawks, who are 4-2-1, 3-0 at home. The injuries for the visiting Buffalo Bills, all listed as questionable. Cordy Glenn, offensive tackle. Jerry Hughes, linebacker. Lorente McClay, linebacker. Charles Clay, tight end, and LaShawn McCoy, the running back. And remember, Jerry Hughes is more of a pass-rushing linebacker in the 3-4 scheme. For the Seattle Seahawks, 3 listed as out. Cam Chancellor, safety. DeAndre Elliott, cornerback. Thomas Rawls, running back. Bradley Sowell, the offensive tackle, is questionable. All right, now you look at the numbers between both Tyrod Taylor and Russell Wilson. They're actually somewhat similar. Tyrod Taylor actually has more touchdowns. He's limiting the turnovers. Russell Wilson has about 400 more yards, well, maybe about a game's worth of yards more than Tyrod Taylor, but they have played the same amount of games. He does have a few more completions on only 11 more passes in the season, but you're looking at a guy, Tyrod Taylor, who's certainly making plays, but the majority of Buffalo's offense, we know, is the running game. Will they be able to get that going? I would expect they're going to try to not have to deal with the secondary of the Seattle Seahawks, even with the 2 injuries of Cam Chancellor and DeAndre Elliott being out. You look, Robert Woods is the top receiver through 8 games, not even 30 receptions, 290 yards. That's certainly something to look for in this game, is where is Buffalo going to be able to find their passing game. It's been good enough, don't get me wrong, but it's got to really be elevated for this team to be able to take off. With Thomas Rawls out, Christian Michael will be the running back who's going to get a bulk of the carries in this game. Let's see what he has. He's over 4 yards per carry, does have 5 touchdowns. LaShawn McCoy, if he's not able to go, he's a guy who would really put Buffalo in a tough way if they can't get him to go. You're relying on basically Tyrod Taylor to throw and pass this entire game. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. Seattle's not been great this year. They really are, though, when you look at it, in pretty much prime position for that division. They already have the tie against Arizona. Arizona has 4 losses. Arizona is on bye this week. You look at it, the difference is 4-2-1 to 3-4-1. So Seattle's really got to try, basically, to not be able to come away with this division. That's certainly something that would surprise me at this point, the way Arizona's playing, and just the strength, the strength of position, I would say, Seattle's in. So we'll keep an eye on that. You know, Buffalo's been up and down. They lost their first 2, won 4, lost their next 2. Are they going to start another streak, or are they going to continue to lose? Seattle's been up and down as well all season. It's not reflecting in their record, but they haven't played great at times. They had a game against Los Angeles that they lost, of course. The Arizona game they tied last week. They lost to an inferior Saints team. When they played the Jets, though, Russell Wilson looked great. So it's one of those games that you don't know where to go because the teams have been, so Jekyll and Hyde all season. I can't see Buffalo going across country to get the win, even on a Monday night game. I would look for Seattle come out and really have Tyrod Taylor throwing the ball because they're going to look to shut down the run, especially if LaShawn McCoy can't go. They're really going to put the game in Tyrod Taylor's hands, even with the secondary injuries. Could that mean that Tyrod Taylor maybe makes a few plays and actually gets Buffalo off to a big lead? That's certainly possible, but the receivers just don't scare me enough for the Buffalo Bills. So I'm taking the Seahawks in this one. I like it 28-17. All right, in a little bit, we're going to do the report from the Celtics. Didn't do it yesterday because they had a game. Be sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much.